Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. Today our class is targeting back pain, so make sure you take care of your body. If there's any posture that feels painful or a pinch in any nerve, please don't do it. Let's start in child's pose. We'll have the knees hip-width distance apart, toes are back, and the sit bones towards your heels. Come down to the forearms at first. Lengthen through the spine with the sit bones reaching back, dip down with your chest. Maybe sit bones can touch the heels or not. And then just reach with the arms forward, the forehead hovers down or touches the mat. Tuck your chin and deepen the breath. And with every inhale, feel the ribs expand. And exhale, softly let it go. Breathe in towards the lower back. And exhale, soften even more. Every inhale, feel the expansion, create space, especially around the lower back. Slowly, on your inhale, have a little lift here and walk the hands out to the left outside of your mat. Keep the elbows bent and just pull the right sit bone back. Tuck the chin. If the back feels okay here, you can walk the hands slightly forward, getting deeper into the stretch. Very slowly start walking your way back to the center and to the other side. Again, the elbows can be bent or straight, arms reaching to the front. On your next inhale, come back to the center and lift up. Find your way to table. Shoulders are over the wrists. The hips are over the knees. Top of the feet are down, and slowly just lift the chin, lift the sit bones, release the belly into your cow pose. Take a breath in, and with your exhale, round your back, tuck your chin, tuck your hips. Inhale, cow pose. Feel the arch in the back. And exhale, round cat pose. 2 more times just like that. Very good, and I'll meet you back in the center. Extend the right leg back. Have the left arm in front of you with the thumb towards the ceiling, reaching front and back. Find your core engagement, lifting the ribs up towards the spine. Take an inhale as you reach front and back. With your exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach, and exhale in. Getting some movement, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times. And inhale, reach. With your exhale, release down. Press the mat away from you. Make sure the left wrist is still under the shoulder. On your next inhale, extend the left leg back. Lift the ribs up. Have a little tuck in your hips. And inhale, reach the arm forward with the thumb towards the sky. Create length in the spine here. Deep breath in. And exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale 3 more times at your own pace. Try to go full range of motion, reaching front and back, and then round. And reach. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to your table. Start drawing circles with the hips back, side, and forward. Connect the breath with this movement. Inhale one side, and exhale the other. And then change direction. I'll meet you back in the center. Anchor the left hand on your inhale, have the right hand behind the head, and just lift the elbow a little bit. Keep the gaze down. Deep breath in. With your exhale, elbow faces the mat, and we'll lift again. Inhale and exhale, 2 more. Make sure you're not sinking into the left shoulder. Keep the lift. Full breath in. On your next exhale, slide the hand under the armpit. The side of the head is down. And just sweep the left arm behind you. Take a few breaths here. Lifting up through the sit bones. Your weight is on the back of the right shoulder. And slowly left hand in front of your face and press up. Left hand behind your head. Make sure the right wrist is under the shoulder and press up without collapsing into the shoulder. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Engage your core. 2 more times. And 1 more. Full breath in. And exhale. Look down and release the left arm under the right armpit. The side of the head is down. Lift the sit bones and wrap the right arm behind you. One more deep breath in. And with your breath out, the hand in front of your face, your weight is on the hand to press up, and I'll meet you here. Have the hands half a palm print forward, tuck your toes, and inhale, lift up into your downward facing dog. In downward dog, allow a bend in your knees, lift the sit bones up and back, lengthen through the spine. Maybe even a deeper bend in the knees with the belly touching the thighs, and see how that feels. The engagement in the arms is lifting the forearms towards your fingers, and the fingers are spread wide. Shoulder blades tucked back towards the lower back. Extend the legs and start pedaling your feet, 1 at a time. Deepen your breath. Keep the space between the ears and the shoulders. And pause here. Have the knees together, coming down, and find your way to child's pose with the arms back, forehead resting or hovering. Allow the shoulders to round, to drop. Take a few breaths. And on your inhale, hands are to the front. Tuck your toes and inhale up to your downward facing dog again. Toes are in the center of your mat, and inhale, lift the right leg up. 3-legged dog. Bend your knee and open the hip. Try to keep your weight equally balanced on both hands, still lifting the forearms towards the fingers. Come back to the center. The right foot comes down, and then lift the left leg up. 3-legged dog. Bend your knee and open the hip. Square your hips and the foot comes down. Bend your knees, gaze forward, and tiptoe to the front of the mat. Finding your way to your flat back. Hands are on the shins. Legs are straight, lifting the sit bones back and up. Wrap the shoulder blades back, and you kind of have a lift in the back of your head a little bit. Gaze to the front. Allow a deep bend in your knees. Keep the sit bones lifting and just deepen the fold. Keep the back flat as you were before. The hands can come down, so you can be just here or lower or lower. Allow a bend in your knees, and then rest the head down. Notice if you're tucking the hips, lift the sit bones up. You're lengthening the tailbone as much as you can, lifting the sit bones back and up. And I'll meet you back in flat back. Hands are on the shins. Straighten the legs. Wrap the shoulder blades back. Deep breath in. With your exhale, hands are on your hips. And inhale, rise up. Exhale, let it go. Very good. Step the feet wide. So you have the toes in, the heels are out. If you look at the feet, they're exactly on the same line. Inhale, reach your arms up. With your exhale, circle the arms behind you. Shoulders are back, elbows are back. Take a deep breath in, find length in the spine, rising up. And with your exhale, just hinge from the hips halfway. Pause with the back flat, and then have the hands, spider finger the hands under the chest. And then notice here how the back feels. If there is any rounding, allow a bend in your knees. Otherwise, the legs can be straight. Lengthen all four sides of your neck. Just stay here in your flat back. Lifting the sit bones back and up. Any tucking in your hips, any rounding in the back, allow a micro bend or a deeper bend in the knees. We all bend the knees together, hands to your hips, and inhale, rise all the way up. Open your mouth and let it go. Rotate the right toes to the front of the mat. Left toes are slightly inward. You have heel to heel or heel to arch alignment. Arms are parallel to the floor. Start leaning to the right as much as you can. Keep leaning to the right as much as you can. You're bumping the left hip back. And then cartwheel, right hand down, left hand up. Don't come too low down. Stay up higher. And then spread the toes. All four corners of your feet are pressing down. And you're rotating the upper hip down as you open the lower lung up towards the sky. Let's have the gaze down towards your right foot. Wrap the left arm behind you. Open the left shoulder. Keep the length, pulling the crown of the head to the front of the mat. And then bend your knee and inhale, rise up. With your exhale, rotate right toes inward, left toes back. Arms parallel to the floor, start leaning to the left. Have the palms face the front. Right hip bumped back and maybe rotate the hip down. And then cartwheel, left hand down, right hand up. Let's keep the chin over the chest or look down. Opening and widening the collarbones. Feeling the stretch in the inner thigh. Bringing the inner thigh or the back thigh, the hamstring of the left leg towards your hip bone back. Pulling the femur bone back. Gaze down, bend the left knee and inhale, rise up. And exhale, let it go. Very good. We're bringing the toes back in, the heels are out, your feet are kind of pigeon-toed here. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And with your exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Remember, if you need to bend in the knees, find it. Don't go too wide in your legs today. And then walk the hands forward. The sit bones are passing your heels back. Again, you're not going as low as you can. So if you have a block, use it. Or maybe come with the hands closer here. You want to keep the length in the spine, so keep walking the hands forward until there's any rounding, any tension, then stop. Once you're there, pull the sit bones back. Tuck your chin. And slowly walk the hands back under the chest. Bend the right knee just a little bit, and then the left knee just a little bit. Add any movement in the lower back that feels good, any stretch. Maybe bring the shoulder to the front. And then bring the heel toe, the feet closer to each other. Have the toes out, heels are in, and lower your hips down into your malasana. Rise up through the crown of the head. Deep breath in. And with your exhale, hands come down, lift the hips up, heel toe the feet back towards each other, and inhale, slowly ragdoll up. Sit bones towards each other, shoulders back, and exhale, let it go. Very good. Feet are hip width distance apart. You're pressing with the feet down. And just start twisting side to side. The arms are heavy, ragdolling. As you twist side to side, loosening up any tension we might have built. Pause in the center. Have the hands on your hips, the feet a little bit wider, and just rotate from the hips, creating circles with the hips, getting some belly dancing in. And change direction. Trying to get the rotation from the hips only. Use the breath. One more. And let it go. Let's step to the front of the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. With your exhale, find your way to flat back. Hands are on the shins. Bend the knees, the fingertips are touching down, and the sit bones start calming down lower and lower. Tighten, you're lifting the heels, you're in a tight little ball, as tight as can be. Maybe the arms can reach to the front, the heels can come up higher, maybe. Very good. And when you're ready, anchor the hands and step back into your downward facing dog. Deep breath in. With your exhale, right knee to right wrist, going to pigeon pose. Tuck the back toes and slide the left leg back. Top of the foot is down. Spider finger the hands and keep a lift here. Try to keep aligning the hips and the shoulders without leaning one way or the other. And just keep a lift. Pressing the toes, the back toes down equally. Maintaining your breath. And slowly anchor the hands, tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and slide back to your downward dog. Deep breath in. And with your exhale, left knee to the wrist. The back toes are tucked, slide the hips further back. You can walk the hands forward if you want to come a little bit lower, if this is too hard on the back, or you can come up higher. Take a few breaths here. Calm the mind. Keep the back of the shoulders relaxed. The back of your neck soft. And then tuck the right toes, lift the knee, and rise up, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And with your exhale, the knees come down. Swivel your legs. I'll meet you in the center of your mat. Very good. From the center of your mat, lay back. And then from here, notice the space in the middle of the back between you and the mat. Press the navel down as much as you can. You want the back to be flat here as much as you can the whole time. Press down. You can even keep checking with yourself, seeing if there's any space there. Keep the space here and then start lifting the legs up. The legs are in a 90-degree angle. Notice the space. And just have a little bit of lowering here. Keep lowering very, very slow until the space lifts, come back. It could be a very small movement. Start lowering, press the navel back. There's no space, no space, no space, no space. Once it lifts, come up. We'll do this 3 more times. Press the navel down as strong as you can and start lowering. Make sure you're not holding your breath. And lift. 2 more. Press the navel, take it slow, take your time, and lift. 1 more time. And lift. Very good. Hug your knees to your chest. We'll take a break. Come back with the legs 90 degrees. The hands are framing the hips. Remember, press the navel down as strong as you can. And this time, just the left foot comes down. Keep pressing until you feel the middle of the back lifting, or if there's any pinching in the lower back, then lift up. Right leg. Slow and lift up. Left leg very, very slow. And lift. Right leg. and lift. It could be just an inch or two, or maybe more. As soon as you feel the lift or the pressure on the lower back, lift it up. Let's do 2 more on each side. Keep pressing and check how the middle back is doing. Very good. Release the feet down and windshield wiper the legs side to side. Deepen the breath. Let's do 1 more. Have the legs in a 90-degree angle. Lift the shoulders up, keep space between the chin and the chest, and have the arms in front of you. Press the navel down as much as you can. Start lowering the legs together, again, just like we did before. Slow, very, very slow. The navel pressing down, there's no space. Once you feel the lift the legs up. We'll do it 2 more times. Slowly lower. Once you feel the lift, bring it up. And 1 more time. And bring it up. Very good. Knees to your chest. Sway your head side to side. Take a breath in. And let it go. Have the feet down, heels towards your sit bones. Hands are framing your hips, tuck the shoulders under. We're going to bridge pose. Start lifting the hips up. We're not going too high today. So go not full range of motion, not where you're lifting the chest towards the chin, just lifting 3/4 of the way. And then tuck your hips forward. Maybe lift the heels up. Notice if you're creating tension in the back of the neck or the shoulders, maybe tuck the shoulders in a little bit and try to relax that area. Keep the hips tucked forward and have a little pulsation with the knees towards each other. Release the heels down and come 3/4 of the way down and then lift up. Down and lift up. 3 more times. And lift. Inhale. Use your breath. And lift. And very slowly start coming down from the upper back, middle of the back, lower back, and finally the hips. Lift the legs up. Happy baby, hands to the outside or inside edges of the feet. The tailbone stays flat down to the mat. Maybe add a little sway side to side if that feels okay. Keep the back of the neck relaxed. And slowly bring the knees together and the feet come down. Very good. Have the right ankle above the left knee, interlace the fingers behind the thigh into your figure 4. Flex the right foot and have the right knee away from you. Maybe you slide the right foot closer down if that feels okay. Option to add a little sway side to side. Deepen your breath. Very good. Cross the right leg over the left, tightening the knees towards each other. Lift the shoulders a little bit and catch the ankles or the top of the feet, and then slowly try to release the back of the head down. It might hover, but try to keep the back of the neck soft. And you're pulling the feet towards you, tightening the knees, an option to sway side to side. And slowly let it go. Feet are down, left ankle above the right knee. Interlace the fingers behind the thigh into your figure 4. Maybe slide the foot a little bit closer, flex the foot and the knee away from you. Option to sway. Keep connecting with your long breaths. Very good. Release the hands. Tighten and cross the left leg over the right. Lift the shoulders up, catch the ankles or the top of the feet, and try to have the back of the head down. Pulling the feet towards you. Maybe add that little sway side to side if it felt good. And release. Extend the legs up. There's probably an inch between the feet. Flex the feet, the toes are towards you, and you have the big toe, the little toe aligned towards you without the big toe closer. Have the hands framing the hips and just keep lifting the heels up. Press the middle of the back down, press the navel down. Try to flatten the tailbone as much as you can. Keep the engagement in the feet, and then just point and flex. Point and flex. Remember, there's no space between the back and the mat. There's no tension in the back of your neck. Don't carry any tension there. And very slowly bend the knees and release down. Soles of the feet together. The knees are out. If you have blocks, you can have them under the thighs, or you can draw a fist in the hands under the upper thighs, just because we don't want to be shaking here. If you're okay with letting go and there's no shaking, there's no work, and you can find complete softness in this posture, then great. Find that. Stay right where you are. Press the soles of the feet together. Lift the hips a little bit and tuck your hips forward, then release the tailbone down and the sit bones down again. Just to get some length. Release the knees out again. Relax the feet. And notice the back of the shoulders are flat down to the mat. Notice the weight on the back of your head. Soften the skin behind your ears. With the help of the hands, bring the knees together. Extend the legs out. Have the arms overhead. And have the feet as wide as the mat. Reach the arms up. Cross the right foot over the left and slide the shoulders to the left, creating a banana shape, a C shape, lengthening the right side body. And at first you're going to find that you're working your muscles here. Try to let go and soften, especially the back of your neck and the shoulders. You can allow a bend in the elbows if you need to. Allow your mind to stay here, watching the belly rise and gently release. We'll change sides, open the legs out, slowly bring the shoulders to the center. The right foot is to the outside edge of the mat, left foot above, and slide the shoulders to the right. Same thing, creating that C shape. You'll feel a little bit of tension in the lower back and the sides of the lower back. Try to let go and soften. Just feel the length with the hands reaching up. Without hiking the shoulders, relax the shoulders. Keep following the breath as the belly rises and gently drops. First, bring the shoulders back to the center. Lift the legs and bring them down. Have the arms next to you. Bend your knees and just release the knees to the left. Option to stay here, cactus the arms, or you can extend the right leg, not fully, keep a bend in your knee, but just extend it a little bit over the left. Gaze to the right. Keep the back of the shoulders flat down, fingers curled. Notice what muscles are you holding on to? Can you let go? Are you flexing your glutes? Try to release. And very slowly come back to the center to change sides. Center your hips first in line with the shoulders, and then release the knees to the other side. Stay right here, gaze to the left, or extend the left leg slightly. Keep a bend in your knee and extend it. Halfway extend. The back of the shoulders are flat down. So you're in a space where there's no pinching, no pain. If you feel pinch or pain, bring the knee back. And bring the leg back. The hips are aligned, and roll to your side into fetal position. Just pause here for a second. Feel the sensation of your breath in the nostrils. And then press with the upper hand to come up. Your weight is on the hand to come up into seated. Cross your legs. Hands are on the knees, shoulders are back. Let's put the hands to the heart and take a deep breath in. Open the mouth and let it go. Thank you so much for joining my practice today. Namaste.